right. If you can give us just a quick intro, like your name or anything that you just want people to identify you with, and that'll be cool. And whenever you're ready. All right. Well, this is Max, the singer for Emotions, and I'm Sam, guitar player for whatever the fuck we are. I don't know. We don't have a name yet, so we don't care. But Emotions album dropping.
What can you tell us about this record that you guys are making, and what can you say about, and we really get to throw the distance with how much energy and how much force is coming out of it, you know? And that's why people will always hate us. That's why we're always going to be stalked. We're always going to be there's always going to be such a more bigger negative to us than I would say most other individuals who do this, because I don't know what happened at some point during the making of this record.
We really don't know who we are until we come out of it and see the product that we've made. With that said, Max is the singer, and he's just full of rage, testosterone. He doesn't care. We don't give a fuck about you. We hate you, you know. And there's nothing worse than idiots, and that's his whole motto. He doesn't care. We have our bass player, and that's all he is to us, really. Like, not like that, but it just seems like right now he's in the mix of it. He doesn't know who he wants to be yet, so we don't really know. He's just kind of there to do what he does, and it is kind of unfortunate that his portion of equipment musically is the worst out of all of us. So we really give him the tug back on why it's okay to let him just kind of be a roamer at the moment. We can already tell that his vision is there, but we just need him to get a proper equipment of what he needs to perform at his best, and that's it. Um, we still care for him. We still love him. He's still alive, and he still does what he does, and we love it. Um,
I know who's doing this shit. We know who it is. And we're obviously going to take the high road on it, and I'm just going to shut up and not say shit about it. Even though they do deserve it. But, justice and karma work, they exist, they do their thing. So, especially to us, I mean, really. And I go, cool, awesome. How about you come and talk with me for about 10 minutes? Hear what I have to say, hear what I've been through, and then we can, go to work on Monday, see how you feel after that. So I'm not mad about it, but again, I'm just like, why? I just have questions of just why, even though we're never gonna get that answer of why. That's how it works for us. It doesn't matter, but I think it's bullshit at the end of the day. What we do as four voices, but then come together for one ensemble of music, is not only extremely fucking cool with what we can do, but I personally believe that the shit that we make is real. It's the truth. We unapologetically don't give a fuck about what you say or what you do, because we're doing what we're doing and it's fucking working. So we don't care about your fucking 9 to 5. We don't care about your gas prices. We don't care about your economic and political stances. We don't give a fuck about that. If you come to our shows and you vibe to what we're producing on stage, you like the sound, you fucking dig the vibes, and you're someone who just wants to fucking spread joy, you're just like, oh shit, this is cool, welcome. And if you give a fuck about any of what we listed, then stay the fuck away from us. We don't want you.
Mysterious, like it's because of our prosthetics, because of how we look and who we are. Um, we're very mysterious, and it's kind of by nature. We've been so you know, well, I mean, honestly, we're normal fucking people. We're four normal individuals that do what we do. So when we step into this persona,
If I didn't have these guys, then I would just be dead somewhere. And so I owe my life to this band. I owe my life to this project. Um, I will never look at these guys with any type of proper hate or despair in my eyes. These guys are the fucking crew of my life, the limelight to who I am.
and then we have the drummer. And I don't know. You can ask him about it if he wants to do an interview, but he's fucking scary. He's weird, and I don't know. It seems like he doesn't even want to take to this persona shit anymore. He doesn't care about the look. You know, he just wants to get out there and play. And I get that. I 100% get that. You know, we all want to be out there on stage doing what we do, and we are doing it. But he just wants to play, and that's it. He doesn't care about how he look. He could be missing his arms and legs. He'll still find a way to get in front of an audience and perform his drums, you know, and I love that about it. But the scary part is that he won't stop.
Personally, that was what got me. And that was the last 9 to 5 that I ever had. And then I walked out. I fucking quit in the spot. I didn't care. I knew that if I had no intentions to go and, just I ended up being homeless for so fucking long. And when these guys found me, I was pretty much a dead rut until they helped revive me back to reality. And now that I'm sitting here a little bit sober now, I've kind of breached the wall in terms of what it means to be better and what it means to be a human, to have a human experience,
We all have a role in what we do. It just depends on how it's coming out, on which day, on who, I remember another time when the drummer just started jumping into his fucking kit, and then they both started like just jumping the kit, like they were jumping into it. I don't know how to explain it. There's a photo somewhere, but they were just jumping into their drum kit. And I remember he came out, he had welts all over his body from the metal. He stabbed himself, he slit himself up, like, it was a bloody outcome. And I loved it because it was just like no one else saw that except for us. I mean, I don't know. I don't participate in any of it. I like to just kind of watch everything because it's just someone needs to poetry about it. I'm the lyricist when it comes to it. I'm the one that writes the lyrics and the poetry in this band. No one else can do it in the sense of how we feel connected to my poetry. We all write. We all have a share in it. But when I write specifically, they love what I have to produce. They love it. Max is the guy who knows how to organize the songs and give the vocals the meaning and power. I give the poetry and guitars. The bass player does his rhythm and the energy and the vibes and the mood. And the drummer brings it all to life. And, when we all come together, we make what we make, and we're proud of it, and we won't ever stop. I don't see this momentum of us ever stopping.